Alright, hello once again, everyone. Um, okay, so a couple weeks ago I made a video about the different homes that you can purchase in Skyrim, and I went through the one in Windhelm, and I remember bitching in the video about how there's bloodstains everywhere, and the altar is in the way, and various other complaints I had about the house. Um, So I realized that that's not actually a game glitch like most people commonly think it is. It seems to be the popular notion that it's, Bethesda screwed up and it's like a game glitch or something. That's not the case. It's actually there because I did the quest wrong. Um, the quest being Blood on Ice or something like that. So I decided to make this video just to show the proper way to do the quest so that when you purchase the house in Windhelm, it'll be free of the blood in the altar and it'll look like a nice pristine house is supposed to look. So I'm just going to take you through the quest from beginning to end and sort of show you where their quest markers, their journal updates kind of lead you astray and what you should do instead. So let's go get this quest started. Alright, well, this quest, Blood on the Ice, is just plagued with bugs. So when I got here, the guard that's supposed to give the quest wasn't present. So I actually had to go online and find the command line code to give myself the quest. Again, I went to one of my favorite knowledge bases for Elder Scrolls, which is www.uesp.net. Very good resource if you're stuck. Anyway, if ever this happens to you and you're stuck, the command line code, if you want to enter it, is set stage, and then the title of the quest is MS11. And if the guard is not present, then you want to set the stage to 10. And that's essentially when you're given the quest and asked to help with the investigation right after speaking with the guard that is absent in this scene. So we've quote-unquote spoken with the guard, and he's asked us to interview these three witnesses that are present here. So let's go do that. So I believe it's 20. Oh, I'm already on 20, so I guess it's 30. Alright, so normally we would have talked to the guard, and he would have said, well, you can't just act alone, you need the authority of the steward. So go talk to the steward, get his permission, so that's what we're going to do now, since the stupid guard is not present. Awesome bugs. So we run to the palace to talk to Yorlif to get his permission.
Give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my... These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts.
And what would you
My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary.
They all know that.
I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Alright, so this is where I got tripped up the first time I did this quest as well. Probably a lot of you are doing it too. It doesn't seem to be absolutely necessary to do this. I've managed to do this quest once and get the clean house without doing this portion, but it's always handy. So now if we come back, all the witnesses are gone and the body is gone. The priest that she spoke to said she was taking the body to the Hall of the Dead, which is here. So we're just going to go talk with her again, because at this point she's had a chance to examine the body, so maybe she's got some findings that she can share with us here on the case. Okay, well that didn't take long because she's right here.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
So, either one that you pick, you can either accuse her of doing it, or you can just say, let me know if you find anything else. Well, do a little spoiler, she's not the killer, but I mean, by following this walkthrough, you're going to find out anyway who the killer is, so I'm not really ruining much.
I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. A lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
Alright. So, now that we've determined that the murder weapon is possibly an embalming tool, I'm gonna get back out here and head back to the crime scene. Alright. So if we head back to the crime scene, you see the handy little quest markers here. It doesn't really tell us much of what we're supposed to do, it just says here, check out the crime scene. Well, if you're slightly observant, you can see that there's pools of blood everywhere, so follow the pools of blood. Which leads us to your future home. Hjerim or Hjerim or however you pronounce it. Alright. So let's go check in again with Yorlif, and he'll tell us where we can acquire the key.
I'm not much of a strategist, but look, Frigga Shattershield's old place, it's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
And what would you have?
Travel safely. If he
Alright,
stays with
so
us,
we've got to go back to the
he's a
Stone
danger.
District now, and we've got to speak with
Who
Tova.
knows that?
Tova Shattershield. Now, you'll run into another hiccup if you've done the Dark Brotherhood quest line already. At one point, I think one of your early assignments is to go kill Nelsine Shattershield. Now, if you kill Nelsine Shattershield, her mother Tova, who lost her other daughter earlier on, that was Hjerim, the house that you're investigating, the loss of both of her daughters will have killed herself. If you've already done the Dark Brotherhood, then what you'll need to do is, obviously you can't talk to her, so you'll need to go back into the Hall of the Dead and search her corpse for the key to the house. But in this case, I haven't done Dark Brotherhood yet, so she's alive.
I've been a bit out, not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Hjerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Alright, so now that we have the key, we're going to hop over next door and we're going to take a look inside the house. Alright.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
That's a Fallout 3 reference for those of you who haven't figured it out by now. Alright. Alright, so look for clues. This stuff isn't really important. You can click on it. It doesn't really have any bearing. What's important is you follow the bloodstains. Lead you to the chest. Open up the chest, and you want to take the journal and one of these flyers. I just grab everything. It says follow up on the clues. You don't really need to go upstairs or anything else. All you need is really on the first floor here. Check both of these wardrobes, but first you'll come to the shelf here, and you have to read one of these like this. It's fine. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little outline right here where my cursor is of an amulet, and this is what you really have to grab. So take strange amulet. Next thing you want to do is come to this wardrobe, open up the false back, and you find the altar and the butcher's second journal. Alright, so now that we have this information, it says follow up on the clues from Hjerim. Get assistance from Yorlif. So what we have to do now is, again, run back to the palace and speak to Yorlif. And we'll show him the amulet, and we'll show him some of the flyers that we've gotten. And he'll give us some insight into two possible witnesses that we could follow up with, or two possible contacts, essentially.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
So we'll ask him about the butcher first.
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts us all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
They all know that.
How long? I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
Taking his
Travel
Alright.
safely. It's dangerous out there.
So now we have Viola and Calixto that we need to go speak with. Now, both Viola and Calixto are only available during the daytime, wandering around in the city, so I'm just gonna speed things up here a little bit, get to the daytime real quick. Alright. So there's Calixto there, but we're gonna wait till he's actually at his House of Oddities before we speak with him. Which is located right here. I'll pull up the map real quick so you guys can see. So here's the main gate, hangar right, Calixto's House of Curiosities. We'll give him a second here to get back to his little house. Alright, another wonderful little bug for this quest. I just had to essentially wait a day before I could get in here.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
Alright, so sell him the amulet. The reason why you need to do this is because later on you can get the amulet back from him, but it is no longer just a generic quest item. It is now turned into something else. So I don't want to spoil the very end of the quest, but I'll sell it to this guy.
Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection.
Plus you get 500 gold, so why not? Alright, our next person we have to speak with is Violetta. So she's usually wandering around near Candlehearth Hall, so head back over here. There she is.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety. I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years. As long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Okay, so again, this is another place where I fouled up on the quest before. the quest marker tells you right now to go talk to Hjerim. And if you go talk to Hjerim, you can accuse the court mage of being the butcher. However, this is not correct. If you do this, you will never clear the bloodstains out of the house when you go to purchase the house. Instead, what you need to do is actually go talk to the court mage and bring your findings to him. So if you head upstairs here, you'll find him at the end of the hall in his mage's laboratory here.
Whatever you've heard, if Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Alright, so he said tomorrow night, but it really doesn't matter at this point. You can just go any night, really. As long as it's around 1 o'clock in the morning, you should be fine. And what'll happen is you'll hear a scream coming from the marketplace. And if you rush to the marketplace, you'll catch the killer in the act. So what I'm going to do is just head to Candlehearth Hall here real quick and wait till around 1 o'clock and then catch the killer in the act.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
So there you go, the real butcher, Calixto. Now you gotta search his body and grab his key and whatever else you want. Now here's that amulet that we sold him. It has now been turned into the Necromancer's amulet. So for you casters who are doing summoning and conjuration, it might be interesting, although the health and stamina regen at minus 75% is kind of a drawback, but whatever. Again, instead of reporting to Hjerim right off the bat, you can head over to Calixto's place again. And the reason why I suggest going to Calixto's place is if you want to find out exactly what his twisted little mind thought was going to happen by him killing all these women. It's just a final solving of the puzzle, I guess, if you want all the answers. So you come in and you can head upstairs, and he's got a trunk here with find all his embalming tools and his journals and everything else that he's been doing. So if you actually go in, And you read through it, you find out that he's got a big, huge sister complex. His sister died, and this is all some feeble attempt to bring her back to life through some necromancy by killing all these women and, I don't know, gluing her back together. Kind of reminds me of that quest from Dragon Age 2, when Hawk's mom gets kidnapped near the middle end of the series. Alright, so now that we've solved the case, we can report back to Hjerim. Alright, so just one final note. You may need to complete the Civil War quest line before you can purchase a house in Windhelm. Now, depending on whether you go either Empire or Stormcloak, if you go Stormcloak, you might be able to purchase the house as soon as you're done the Blood on Ice quest. If you go Empire, then you're going to have to wait till you resolve the Civil War before you can purchase the house. Myself, I went Empire, so this is the new Jarl here, after all, Frick.
In honor of your service, may the gods watch over your battles, friend. My time is limited, so there is room in my... However, you helped my people, and the honor will be mine.
Alright, so he's granted us the permission to purchase a house here, so now we'll just get the
are no strangers to hard work.
the Thane roll out of the way.
I don't like serving as steward to Ulfric Stormcloak was a great honor. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase?
Alright, so now that we've completed the Blood on Ice quest properly, you'll see that there is an option here with all the enhancements that you can buy for the house that says, clean up that murderer's mess. If you purchase this, it will get rid of the blood stains on the ground, it'll get rid of the bloody chest, it will get rid of the altar that's in the alchemy and enchanting lab. So we'll just go ahead and purchase everything here real quick.
I'll make the arrangement. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? As you wish. Speak to me again if you decide to purchase some decorations for your home. Travel safely.
Alright, so now when we get to the new house, you'll see that it is now immaculate. Alright, so here we are entering our newly purchased house in Windhelm. And you'll see immediately that all the bloodstains are gone off the floor. And that the bloody chest that was in the corner here is now gone. If we head over to the alchemy station, you'll see that the altar with all the bits of skull and body parts and everything is all gone. So now you can access the bookshelf and then the 3 weapon display racks without tripping all over the garbage. Alright, so that's it for this walkthrough. I do apologize if it is lengthy, but there was a lot of detail to cover, and going over the bugs too. So, rate it, comment if it helped you at all. Let me know. Thanks, bye.